No, there is 100% a spiritual war happening, but it's not between good and evil. In fact, it's not between anyone and anyone, because like the war in Gaza, it's not a war. It's a genocide. It's a systematic assault on, with the intent of eradication of, your critical thinking skills. And it starts with having you think in binaries, like good and evil. The propagation of a moral binary is probably the most insidious way that systems make sure that your critical thinking skills are shut off. Because once you've made the value judgment of what's good and what's evil, you don't have to think. And the more spiritual among us, or those who have taken a lot of medicine, are probably thinking, yes, there is no good or evil. All evil is a form of ignorance that can be dispelled by knowledge. Okay, better, but it's deeper than that. Because in equating good and evil with knowledge and ignorance, you haven't actually dissolved the binary. You've just replaced the moral binary with knowledge is good and ignorance is evil. To truly dissolve the binary between good and evil is to understand that all evil is done in the name of good. All of the most horrible things that we do as a species are done out of a moral compulsion for good. You think thousands and thousands of people wake up every day and get dressed to go out and bomb hospitals, send people into gas chambers, without thinking that they're doing something good? Without having some sort of moral imperative? Bombing a hospital is good to someone who believes that that hospital is full of evil, that that hospital and those inside it have stolen something that is rightfully theirs, that that hospital and those inside it are an existential threat to their own life. Killing Muslims is good to the crusader who believes that Muslims worship a devil named Baphomet and have taken over Jerusalem and filled the Holy Land with worship of this devilish goat god. Saving Jerusalem is good. It's a moral imperative. The spiritual war is a spiritual genocide, and the propagation of a moral compulsion is its most powerful and most insidious weapon. And those whose critical thinking skills have been eradicated, whose minds and hearts are now occupied by a propagated moral compulsion, are its first victims, and the ones who end up doing its bidding. So if you want to fight the spiritual war, there's only one thing that you really need to do. Think. Really think. Dissolve the binaries. Question yourself. Question your convictions. Like the idea that ignorance is the opposite of knowledge. It isn't. Ignorance is what shapes knowledge. Everything you know, or think you know, is held together by everything that you don't know. We can get into that binary another time. Resist the spiritual genocide and keep your mind sharp. Love you. Bye.